I'm Cohen. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Everyday Action.
And I'm Sam. I'm the COO and co-founder of Everyday Action.
And we're at Fish.
Yes.
It's a food insecurity shared hub. This is a new warehouse space for us, and this hub is shared in partnership with 4 other nonprofits, which is the Community Space Food Bank, Gala Neighborhood Homeless Coalition, St. Vincent Meals on Wheels, and DePaul, Los Angeles.
And we actually support a few of the other nonprofits with the food that we recover. So this is a great hub where we can share resources and also share staff as well. Sometimes we need help, sometimes they need help. So it's a really great collaborative space that we're in right now.
And a lot of them are actually coming to the Gala, which is
Yes.
exciting. And the space is under renovation. So it started as like an empty abandoned warehouse, and we had a bunch of volunteer days, and there have been a lot of investors and sponsors. And so actually industrial fridge freezer is being installed and should be done in November. It's in the permitting process, so fingers crossed.
Yes.
We'll have
Come
a
on,
brand new
LA. We're just waiting on approval, and then we'll actually have a walk-in fridge and freezer space that we can share all of the food and also store it, so we can take pallets of food instead of just a few trays. Now we can actually store even more, or we will. Not yet, but very soon.
And it will actually change the way we operate. So we reallocate food 24/7, and we struggle with where that food goes past 10 p.m. because a lot of the places we support are grassroots, and they don't have the funds to continue to keep staff up past 10 p.m. So we then have to deliver that food to larger networks of organizations. So this will allow for us to take the food in, and then in the morning repackage it ourselves and specifically help our beneficiaries in need.
Yeah, it's been an ongoing issue from when we started. We actually started in the middle of COVID lockdown. So it was when a lot of places actually did away with their 24-hour staff, which was really hard for us. We had to figure out where we could pivot to take the food, and it's always been something we battled. And so now this will really solve that problem and also help us spread the food out to a bunch of different beneficiaries. You know, before we're just doing a few trays here and there, now we can actually get it to several other nonprofits instead of one.
The gala is called the Recyclable Avant Garden. It's our 4th annual gala. It started 4 years ago. We were presenting to the CEO of Whole Foods on their whole America tour, and he said, "Do you have a gala?" And I said, "We sure do." And he said, "When is it?"
We did not. We did not have a gala.
Looked at my phone and I said, "It's gonna be in March. It's gonna be in March." And he was like, "All right, I'll be there." And so I came back to the board and I said, "We're having a gala." And so that's how it started. And it was in like this warehouse space and a whole different experience. And every year we've really tried to push it to evolve, to grow, to support organizations. So this year we're trying to have it be a really pivotal place of support that we can come every year to count for funding for all of Everyday Action for a third of what we do. So this is a really big event. It celebrates everything that we do and is our biggest fundraiser of the year. This year's theme was Southside Blooms are supporting it because I met Keelan in New York for Scene and Heroes, and we both just really feel that community effort starts in a grassroots way. There's a lot of aligned things that happen at Southside Blooms internally in their mission that are also very aligned with Everyday Action. So we're really excited that they flew out from Chicago to create Sam's dream because she's been asking for the Avant Garden for a long time. It was her idea.
I have. I've wanted the Avant Garden theme because we've had recyclable from the beginning, and if we didn't explain recyclable, you're supposed to wear something that's used or that you've worn before. You can thrift it, or you can create your own creation. So last year I didn't get my Avant Garden theme, but this year I get it because of Southside Blooms. So I'm really, really excited. I'm going to be going all out. You can guarantee it.
I mean, there's always anxiety when you host an event. It's certainly our biggest event we've ever produced for ourselves. You know, we work in film production, so every day of production is kind of like an event, but this is certainly different. I think we're just anxious. You know, we want it to go well. We want to make sure that everything looks right, that everyone has a good time, that the food tastes good, that, you know, it's a great experience.
I'm not worried. I don't know. I don't worry as much as I think I would with any normal event because we have an amazing staff of volunteers, and even some of our drivers come out and volunteer for us for the day. So we really, and most of our volunteers are assistant directors, just like our background. And you know, for assistant directors, they are the coordinators, they're the schedule keepers, so they really run the set and all the technical sides of a set. So to me, it's actually great because I know that our colleagues are going to be there, and they're going to be running the show. So I breathe much more easily actually during our gala. But you know, I think if anybody else were in charge, maybe not. But if you want something done, get an AD to do it.
Absolutely. They're labeling our radios right now. Stephanie, who's part of our operation team, is getting sure everything's prepped. So we really approach everything from a production standpoint. So I don't know, we've never been loaded this early in the day. It's like 1:30.
It is exciting.
So we're feeling good.